Hey there, it's Ed here and welcome to Ray Driving Theory channel. Today we are looking at something important for all new drivers, the 5 biggest beginner mistakes and how to avoid them. If you are learning to drive or preparing for your driving test, this video is for you. By the end, you will find out how to stay calmer, drive smoother, and avoid these common beginner slip-ups. If you find this video useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and leave a comment, especially if you have made these mistakes yourself. Let's dive into it. Mistake number 1, stalling. I was honestly terrible when I started. Stalling was my biggest fear and gave me so much anxiety, and I believe you feel the same. Now, what happens when we stall? I still remember myself when I was learning to drive. I stalled in the middle of the junction. Someone crashed into me from behind. That gave me a lesson in a way. I wouldn't want anyone to experience something in a similar manner, but I learned something from it. And the key thing was to stay calm and don't rush it. Now let me show you how it should be done. Clutch down nicely in the gear 1. Bring up the clutch to the biting point. And when you feel the biting point, keep hold of it and gently start lifting it up till the car starts to move. That's it, and you can squeeze the gas and off we go. If you do get yourself in a position where you stall, just check your gears, clutch down, keep it on the brake, have a deep breath and start again nicely with the clutch. Feel it and off we go. Now a little bonus tip for you. Practice this in a nice and quiet area. Try to work with the clutch, try to feel where the biting point is and keep hold of it for a little second. Give the time to the car to start to tick over, squeeze in the gas and off you go. And you're not gonna have clutch issues. Remember, breathe, relax. If something goes wrong, it's absolutely fine to make the mistakes. Next one up is gear mistake. And the most common mistake with the gears is when you're trying to change into the gear 3, you go into the gear 1 instead. There's reasons behind it, but let me show you what happens. So you as a new learner, you get going, you got yourself into the gear 3, and then you accidentally go into the gear 1 and car slows down. So what's happening there is instead of the gear 3, you're selecting the gear 1, you're coming off the clutch, and the car nearly comes to the stop. There's a big danger in this one because if there will be vehicles behind us, someone could potentially crash into us, and that's one of the things what we really don't want. Key factors there when you're thinking about the gear changes. So you just recently started to drive, all this is new inside the car, you're all tensed, you're grabbing the steering wheel quite tight, and everything what you try to do, you're going too harsh on it. You need to sit back, relax, ease off the grip of the steering wheel, and when you're changing your gears, gently let the car do the job for you. Don't put any pressure on the gear stick, just gently. And gear 3 generally is, if you come out of the gear 2, let it sit in the middle, straight up, it's gear 3. Let me show you now, okay? So, nicely, clutch down, gear 2, and now, time for gear 3, clutch down, gently, let it go, gear 3, bring the clutch up smoothly and off we go. And that's how you sort a gear mistake. Very common. I can guarantee that you, if you're learning to drive, definitely have done this. Even experienced drivers sometimes are rushing things too quickly and they do the same mistake. So don't worry, take your time, stay calm and relax, and you will get it done. Mistake number 3, poor clutch control. This mistake was giving me the most anxiety when I was learning to drive. Honestly speaking, I could not understand the way the clutch works and what I actually need to do it. And the more it wasn't working out for me, the more stressed I was and I was out of control. Now, if you're learning to drive now, try to be as calm as possible. Take it nice and slow. The more you're gonna practice the clutch control, the better you're gonna get. Now, the important thing is when we're putting the clutch down, it can go down quite quickly. When we're bringing the clutch up, the clutch needs to come up nice and slow. So we need to find that biting point. keep hold of it. As we're bringing it up now, slowly, step by step, we squeeze the gas in and we get ourselves going. The moment you're gonna start using your clutch too quickly, you're gonna stall. Another mistake with the clutch is what people forget to do when they're learning to drive is they forget to put the clutch down when they're stopping. Let me show you now. So we're planning to park up on the left. We're gonna touch the brake and we're gonna forget about the clutch pedal. I'm gonna squeeze the brake, squeeze the brake, squeeze the brake, more. The car starts to stall. And that's another mistake what learners tend to do. They forget to put the clutch down. So what we need to think about is, for us to stop the car, we need to put the clutch down and disconnect the gearbox from the engine so that the engine isn't trying to keep this car moving, and that's generally the mistake. If you're making this clutch mistake, you may damage the car. So that's called riding the clutch. So basically what happens is when we bring the clutch up to the biting point and now we rev the engine too much and clutch stays on the bite, the car doesn't go anywhere, the revs go up and we're technically burning the clutch out. So I will try not to do it much because I don't want to damage my vehicle. What you need to think about this is you need to bring the clutch up, and as you're squeezing the gas, you need to equally balance it, squeezing the gas and bringing the clutch up. So think of the clutch and the gas as a seesaw motion. How much clutch we bring up, that much gas we squeeze in. I hope you find this useful and interesting. Mistake number 4, parking. So specifically talking about the reverse bay parking, the main issue generally is that new drivers can't get the car into the bay and end up in between 2 bays outside of the lines. Now, let me show you how does that look like. Now, I will try to do a reverse bay parking maneuver in one of the bays on my right side. And generally, the biggest mistake as a new learner, a new driver, is we don't yet feel the size of the vehicle. Till we start to feel the size of the vehicle, we're more likely gonna get it wrong. Now, I will try to do it. Nice reverse gear, make sure I will do all my all-round observations. Gonna do a full lock to the right and off we go. I'm thinking I'm gonna go in a bay. I'm reversing. Oh my god, what is happening here? I do see a line on this side and I do see a line on that side, but there's 2 big gaps, which means at the moment I am in between 2 bays. Let me show you a little life hack how you can get it right and without much thinking about it. Now we're gonna use a 3-bay method. I'm gonna get out. I will be using the bay on my right, which at the moment is just around by my back of the car, back wheel. So from that bay, I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3. The 3rd bay line from the bay I'm taking, I will line up that line in the middle of my door, and this middle of the door line is my reference point. I can count from this line 1, 2, 3. The bay number 3 is gonna be the bay I will be going into. So again, nice effective observations. Make sure you're on top of your observations, because examiners gonna fail you if you didn't look. I'm gonna do a nice full lock, and now the back of the car gonna nicely go into the bay. Now if I'm using my mirrors nicely, I can see the cars going into the bay. I can see the both bay lines. Might need to do a little adjustment. So when doing this maneuver, don't rush it. Keep the car nice and slow. Use your mirrors, keep looking around the vehicle, and if you need it, pause it, have a look. Will that be good? I might need a little adjustment. Reverse back in a little bit. And now I need to get my car nice and straight. You can see the car straightening up. Little adjustments while I'm reversing. And I'm gonna make sure I go all the way back into the bay. Nice and slow, taking your time. There is no rush and no pressure. And now I'm in the bay between the lines. Because if you're gonna finish the maneuver not in between the lines, unfortunately, you're gonna fail your driving test. If you're finding this useful, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and leave a comment if you have done this mistake and you're struggling with reverse bay parking. And now, the last one up, reverse steering confusion. When reversing, you may think and may naturally try to use the steering wheel the same way you would do it when you're going forwards, but that's not the way it works. So the thing what we need to think about is which way we want the back of the car to go. That's the way we would need to steer. This is the thing what the new learner drivers normally do. They want to reverse into that bay on the left, they prepare themselves and they steer to the right. Now, as the wheels are turned to the right, when reversing, the back of the car goes to the right. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. And then obviously the confusion kicks in. We started wrong steering and we're confused, we're a little bit out of control. The important thing what you need to remember is when reversing is which way you want the back of the car to go. If you want the back of the car to go to the left, we need to steer to the left. And as I'm slowly reversing, the back of the car is moving to the left. If I want my back of the car to go to the right, I need to steer to the right. As I'm reversing now, the back of the car is moving to the right. Simple. Just try to remember this little tip. On any maneuver when you're reversing, keep the speed as slow as possible. If you did do the wrong steering, you're gonna start to feel the movement and you're gonna feel that the car is going in the wrong direction, and then you can sort of fix it. Take your time, practice makes it perfect. Let's quickly recap the 5 biggest beginner mistakes. Number 1, stalling. Don't rush it. Take your time. Shifting into the wrong gear. Relax your hands, sit back, and take your time. Poor clutch control. The more you practice it, the better you're gonna get. Reversing into the bay and missing the bay. Use your reference points. Wrong steering when you're reversing. Remember, if you want the back of the car to go to the left, steer to the left. If you want the back of the car to go to the right, steer to the right. I've made all these 5 mistakes myself more than once. The key thing is to stay calm, and making mistakes is absolutely fine. That's the way we're gonna learn. If you find this video useful, don't forget to press that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and maybe share your experience. What was your biggest mistake you made while learning to drive? Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you find this video useful. And remember, don't rush it, stay calm, and I'm gonna see you on the next video.